Happy Halloween, fellow Americans, and to my fellow Americans that also have Celtic ancestry like I do, then I wish you a blessed Samhain. Have you ever wondered why we dress up in creepy costumes and go door to door asking for candy? Well, you could thank the Irish for this epic holiday. As October fades and the nights grow long, we enter a time of the year that the ancient Celts called Samhain. Now, it may look like it's pronounced Samhain, but it's really pronounced Samhain. This festival, more than 2,000 years old, marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of the dark winter, a time of the year when the veil between the living and the dead was said to grow thin. Fires were lit to honor ancestors. Masks were worn to ward off or to act as a disguise against wandering spirits. But this was not a festival of fear. It was a festival of acceptance and reflection, a recognition that death and life are part of a natural cycle, a rhythm we cannot control. The Stoics, too, understood this truth deeply. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself in his personal journal, "Everything that exists is in a state of change, and nothing remains the same. Therefore, why fear what is natural?" Samhain reminds us that change is constant. Leaves fall, the sun fades, seasons shift, and loved ones pass away. So too, our lives are part of a greater rhythm. What dies does not vanish, it transforms. Death is simply the next step in our existence. The great Stoic Seneca offered us a similar reflection. It takes an entire lifetime to learn how to live, and what will perhaps make you wonder more, it takes an entire lifetime to learn how to die. To live well, we must learn how to let go of control, of fear, of the illusion that we can hold on to this life and everything we love forever. Contemplating death is not morbid. It is an act of clarity. When we accept that life is fleeting, we can start living fully. We can speak with honesty, act with courage, and love without hesitation. One of my favorite Stoics, Epictetus, remind us further. What upsets people is not death itself, but the idea that death is something terrible. Death itself is not evil. It is simply a natural turning of the seasons within us. Samhain, like Stoicism, calls us to see endings as beginnings in disguise. The old dies and something new emerges, just as the year gives way to winter, preparing for the new life provided by the spring season. So, as the world darkens and the days grow shorter, let us not fear change. Let us honor those who came before us. Let us live today as if life could leave us at any moment, embracing gratitude, staying present, and pursuing our goals with courage. Because in every ending, there is a lesson, a chance to live more deeply, love more fully, and walk through life with the peace of one who understands that death is natural, inevitable, and transformative. I decided to film this week's episode in one of New Jersey's oldest and most historically significant burial grounds. Funerals began in this cemetery around 317 years ago, in the year 1708. During the Revolutionary War, there was a conflict known as the Battle of Monmouth, which occurred on June 28, 1778. The Old Tennent Church, which is the church standing behind me, served as a field hospital for wounded Continental soldiers, since it was just down the road from the heart of the violence. The church stood within earshot of intense artillery exchanges, and local tales tell of a soldier struck and killed by a cannonball while resting in the church cemetery. The church building, constructed between 1751 and 1753, was used as a temporary hospital for wounded soldiers. This is truly sacred ground that I'm standing on, and it was an honor today to be able to pause and reflect on the people who fought to give us our current freedoms. I hope everyone has a safe and happy Halloween and a blessed Samhain. To my Celtic brothers and sisters out there, take a moment this October 31st and reflect upon the ancestors in your own life. Wake up November 1st, full of determination and purpose, ready to conquer any obstacle on the road ahead. With the holidays coming up, be sure to check out the Stoic Social Club clothing line, packed with heavyweight quality merch for the men, women, children, or the furry ones in your life. I really appreciate all the support over the past few months, as this is just the beginning of our journey. Be sure to check out our bio. It's got all our info, the link to our merch channel. I have massive plans for this club, and I'll never forget all you original day one supporters. Please be sure, if you like the video, to like it, subscribe to please both our Instagram and our YouTube to help us grow, and much love and appreciation. I'm stoked to see everyone next Sunday right here at the Stoic Social Club.